for being part of my YouTube channel this morning. I want to greet all of you. I don't know where you guys are joining me from, but I believe that everybody is doing good. I believe that everybody is doing so well. All right, so today I'm going to talk about a couple of stuff, and I believe strongly that before I finish my conversation with you online from Facebook and on YouTube, you will understand a couple of things you need to know. All right, you will understand things that you're supposed to know. So, in case you are into getting an apartment, rental stuff, or you are planning to get your own place to stay or something like that, I just want you to listen to me. Don't stop listening to this conversation or don't end this YouTube video. I just want to urge you to follow me from now until the end of the video because there are so many things I will share. There are so many things I will tell you. Um, there are so many experiences I'm going to let out based on what I've experienced so far for the past 365 days in the state, to be specifically in Maryland. And so, whatever I've acquired so far from this part of the world in this state is what I'm coming to share with you with regard to real estate and rental and stuff like that. Now, this is Albert here once again, and if you have your first time of joining me, my YouTube channel name is AY Media TV. I have another YouTube channel by name GH Gossip, which is running very good and very well. I also have one YouTube channel that is basically for sports and one for some sort of plunking stuff that is going on. So I just want you to follow all these pages that I've just mentioned right now. And you can follow me also on Facebook. All right. You can follow me also on Facebook because whatever I'm sharing right now is going direct on Facebook. It might help you. It might help a brother. The reason why I'm sharing all this information is that sometimes, or if I knew some of these informations before migrating down here, I believe it's going to help me. I believe it's going to change my perception, and I believe it's going to change everything I know. You understand what I mean? So it's a burden on me to share some of these things so that if you are new, you are now getting in, especially those people who have won the DV lottery back home in other part of the world and they are coming into the state. Some are even on the plane coming right now as I speak. And so you might need somebody to host you from the beginning. All right. You might need somebody to host you from the beginning. That is where I want to start my conversation from. If you have your visa already, if you have visa that is in your passport and you have your ticket and you are planning to travel to the state, it doesn't matter the state you are going to. This advice goes for everybody. It doesn't matter the state you are going for. First of all, your host is very important. I've seen situations where people will have conversation and communication with people from the beginning until they get a visa and they leave them in the middle of the ocean when they even travel down to the airport. Nobody will pick them up and they will become more stranded. So I just want you to make sure that when you have your visa and you are coming into the state, it doesn't matter which of the state you are coming into, make sure that you have a strong conversation with your host. Make sure that your host understand that you are coming to stay with him or her. Make sure that they know that you are coming to stay with them so that they will have their psyche reorganized and rewired and checked that you are coming in. I'm saying all these things because look, it's not that easy like you see it. If you're watching me right now, my humble request for you is to comment below, share the video because I believe that there are people out there who also want to actually understand what I'm talking about right now. Now, so your host is very important. Your host, and it doesn't matter whether you are coming to the state or you're going to Netherlands, you're going to Germany, you're going to UK, you're going to Australia, you're going to Poland, wherever you are going. I want you guys to listen to me very carefully. Don't be in a haste and don't run into a situation where you communicate with someone and you think the person is going to help you, is going to pick you up at the airport, and at the end of the day, it will not happen. You will get yourself stranded the more. So right now that we're talking, I just want you guys to think, psych your brain. If you have a visa already, psych your brain. If you have purchased your ticket already, psych your brain, because it's something that is very, 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 very important. Now, people out there think that it is easy, okay? Sometimes people think it is very easy, like what happens in our various countries. If you want to rent a place, you just go into it and quickly you can rent a place out and you put your stuff in there and you strictly can rent, like you can get a place to rent. Now, things are different. Things are different, especially when you come into the States, somewhere around where some of us are. It is not as easy as you can see it. It is not as easy as you can see it. It's not cheap though. But the thing is, you need to make sure that you prepare yourself very well. Number one thing I would like you to do, like I said from the beginning, is your host. Have a very strong communication with your host. It's very important. Number two is you have to save some amount of money with you. You need to have some amount of money with you because it's very, 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 very important. If you don't have some amount of money with you, it might jeopardize your chances because nobody will be there for you 24/7. You understand what I mean? Sometimes it differs from place to place, but I want you to know that nobody will be there for you 24/7. So save some money, make sure that you have some amount of money with you, something that can support you staying here. All right, something that can support you, even if it's going to support you for a week or two, or it's going to support you for 1 month or two. It is very, very necessary. You need to. It's very, very necessary. So save some money, have some amount of money with you, and make sure that if you have a driving license from wherever you are coming from, I'll find time to talk about driving license and all that. But I'm saying that when you live in your home or your home country, if you have a driving license, make sure you pick that driving license. Whatever card you have, make sure you have that card with you. All right. Don't leave any of your documents. Make sure you pack every little document that you think will be of a necessity to you whilst you are coming down. All right. Make sure you have all those documents with you. Make sure everything is properly arranged with you. And then when you start coming in, you make sure that you have enough money. Okay. Now, let's say you've come in and you're staying with your host and all that. It is not easy around here paying bills. So please, when you come in and you're staying with your host, do understand how things are kind of moving around. You understand what I mean? Psych your brain because it's not as easy as you see it. Bills are the number one killer disease around here. It can wipe you out. They will take you out of nowhere, man, because your bill, some of them cannot be determined. You can determine which of them is coming this month and which of them is coming the other month because some of them are not like your BG bills and your water bills and stuff like that. Those ones are not like a straight jacket. It come in every month and you have to pay. All right. Okay. So how to get a place for yourself is number one, like I said, to get your host and speak to your host. Don't think that if you have bunch of money when you come in, you can quickly get a place to rent. Don't think that way. It's not that easy as you see it. You might not get a place unless somebody has a room or somebody has a house and the person wants you to patch with him or her. But you cannot come in as fresh as you are from your home country and think that you can get a place to rent because number one, if you want to rent a house, they want to check your credit bureau. They will check your credit bureau because your credit bureau is very, very important to the renter company or the apartment. Every apartment company want to check your background. They want to check your credit bureau. Your credit bureau is very, very important because when you coming down here, if you don't have a good credit bureau, renting a place in this part of the world in the state is very difficult. And so if you have a brother who is trying to migrate to the state, please advise him or her. Thank you very much, Abbas from KNUST Lab. God bless you for your Yeah, it's a killer disease. That's what I mean. It's a very, very, bills here are expensive and it can knock you out of proportion. It will take you by surprise. And if you can't pay your bills, they'll kick you out. In 3 months, they'll kick you out of your apartment. So this is something that sometimes I want to share with people. I want to explain to people very, very well. It's very, very important. So when you're staying with your host and you have the plan of getting your own apartment, it's something that you need to think twice about, because you need two form of um, address. Two form of address means that you should get an email, a mail coming to you through the address where you are staying, either a hospital bill or a bill from any other government institution coming to you, because these two address that I'm talking about is very, very important. And it look like any other thing you want to do here in the state, your address is something that people take into consideration. They take your address where you are staying. And unlike Ghana, where our post office system is not working, here the post office system works very, very well. It works. It works like something else. You can receive all your bills in your mailbox. All your bills can come directly into your mailbox. So it is very important to have a two set of mail into your address that you can use. And then it is very important for you to have a good credit bureau, that all the apartments runners will check. They will definitely check your background. They will check if you have an address. They will check your credit bureau. They will ask you to bring a letter from your employer. They will ask you to show if you have any bank statement, as in your salary, your pay stub. So you need to show them your salary pay stub, or you need to show them an offer letter from a company. You understand what I mean? So this is how difficult it is to rent a place here. People will think that, oh, I have my money, I can rent. I'm sorry, it is not possible. Even if you have bunch of money and you come in, you have to go through so many processes. And you see, those people that come in, that they have, for instance, they have a lot of money and they want to come here and want to quickly buy properties and stuff like that here, they go through a whole lot of documentation, because you cannot just come in and want to buy stuff. You need to show your bank, you need to show where you are coming from, you need to show certain amount of money, you need to prove that you have money to pay. So if you go in for rental, they want to assure that you are working. They want to assure that your employer is a legitimate company. They want to assure that you can pay your bills every month. Here, they don't pay bills in 2 years and in 3 years and advance, whatever. No, your bills and everything coming every month, every month. So you have to pay your telephone bills every month. You have to pay your rental um, every month. You have to pay even your car loan every month. You have to pay your insurance every month. You have to pay your phone call every month, your Wi-Fi every month. So everything comes into it. Every month you have various amount of bills to pay. So psych your brain. Psych your brain. So when you're coming in, you won't think that it is so easy. I know I have those days I used to think like that. So I don't blame people when they are also thinking that way. Those days I used to think that when they said that you are going to the state and you are working in a state or you live in the United States, everything is so, so cheap and so, so easy. No, please. I just want to make sure I create this awareness. You understand what I mean? Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, long time, man. I just want to make sure that I create this awareness. Yeah, I know that you are planning to come in here, my brother Cohen. It is very, very tight, but the thing is, it's more of pushing yourself. You understand what I mean? It is more of putting yourself together and say to yourself that you can do it. The moment you put it at the back of your mind that you can do it, you will be able to do it. I will tell you, I will share my testimony with all of you, but I'm trying to let you guys know that it is not easy. But if you put it at the back of your mind that you are good, you do it, you do it perfectly. So if you have all those documents that I mentioned right now, then and you have a good track record, hasn't your credit bureau being strong enough to rent a place for yourself, then you can go in and pick a form to fill. And even filling out the form, you need to put in your social security and your stuff like that, your company, you need to put in your supervisor's name, your supervisor's telephone number, because they want to verify. You understand what I mean? So it's not easy to rent around here. They want to verify to ensure. They want to verify to know. They want to verify to ensure that you don't have a criminal record, you don't have a drug issue, you don't have any family problem or stuff like that before they can give you a place, before you can put your head somewhere. So it is not as easy as people think it is, man. It's not like, for instance, Cohen, me and you, we agree that in Dubai it is pretty easy. Thank you very much, Amos. You are watching from KNUST. I understand that a couple of your guys were heading towards a program this morning, or I think yesterday or something, and they had an accident on the road. My heart felt condolence to all those who got hurt. It is my prayer that they will recover quickly as they can. You understand what I mean? That's what I am praying for. I just saw the video in KNUST and they are of level 400 guys. So renting an apartment here, it's different. It's not like back home. I just wanted to psych your brain. If you have a brother who actually have already uh, um, have a visa and coming down to the state, please just share this video. Share the video in Facebook, share the video on Instagram, share the video any other way you want to share. Just share the video. Let people get to know. I mean, I want to make sure I create the awareness so that when people are coming in, they won't feel like it is so easy. You understand what I mean? It is not easy like we picture it, like we put it together that it is so easy. It is not. Things are totally different around here. And Cohen, you know what I mean. In Dubai, it's pretty easy when you want to get a place for yourself. You know, it's pretty easy. You can share your experience by sending your comments, and my guys in the comment section. I know you're watching me from Facebook. You're my guys from the comment section will see what I'm talking about. It is not as easy as it is. It is tough down here. But there's one thing I can assure all of you. That's why I want you to keep listening to me from now until I finish. There's one thing I would like to share with all of you, and that is my experience, what I went through. So I have lived in Dubai for like 9 years, right? And then I had opportunity to migrate myself and the family all together down here to the state. I communicated with a lot of people regarding my host issue, and I was looking at the options and I was trying to see which one would suit my purpose. I was praying and believing God for a miracle alongside, because you have to be strategic when it comes to choosing your host and all that. So I was praying about it and I was believing God for some amount of move. All right. So it was until that point that I spoke to a friend that I know for some time. We've been to we It's a friend in school, and I spoke with him and was like, hey, no problem, you can come in. And he supported me, right? He picked me up from the airport with myself and my son. He picked the two of us early in the morning. He sacrificed to pick us, and kudos to him. I always want to say that God bless him for doing that. It's not easy. He drove all the way from Maryland to Washington D.C. and he picked us up from that point, and we drove all the way like 1 hour 30 minutes back to Maryland. It's not an easy drive, right? Early in the morning, and he picked both of us up. The plan was for him to get us a place. We rented an apartment, but at that point in time, the apartment cannot go into my name because I have zero experience around this place. I don't have any form of address from anywhere. I don't have my social security. I don't have my green card. Nothing. Zero. I have nothing. All right. So at that point in time, you need someone to help you. So he put me into the situation where he support me, he rent a place for me, the place for me for like 6 months, and I pay him back. You understand what I mean? So this is what I'm talking about, that when you are coming down here, you need some form of communication with your host, and make sure that your host understand your situation. Make sure that if there's something you want to share, you share it way down to your host to understand that this is what you have and this is what you are ready to do. And when you promise something, you have to keep your promise. Keep it tight and make sure that you are able to deliver like you said. Don't go say something else and you do something else at the end of the day. It will be a problem for you if you don't do things well as it is. So he rent a place for us and we pay him back, and most of the documentation and stuff like that was in his name. And this is what I do. I did. I decide that I'm gonna work towards my own um stuff. So I start calling other companies, start calling other places, start applying for job and stuff like that. And it take me barely 1 month to find a job. And I landed three jobs straight up. I was doing three jobs. I don't have time for anything. I keep sleeping when I get to some of the job places and stuff like that, just to make sure that I put myself back in the limelight. All right. So the first thing I did was to call what we call BG, which is our electricity and gas company. And I was like, can I have this one transfer into my name because I want it to be in my name. All right. I want it to be in my name. And they were like, hey, you have no history. Your history is way down. I want you guys to comment below, guys. Please, when you join me, comment below. And I had to just put pressure on them until they were like, okay, so if you want it to be in your name, you need to pay some amount of money so we can make sure that you will have everything transferred to your name. So I had to pay that amount. It wasn't easy because I was like, why should I pay? Why should I pay a certain amount of money before everything will be transferred into my name? All right, but it was in his name. The BG was in his name. The renter was in his name, and everything. Like he rented the whole place for us. So, but I was paying every month. Whereas I was paying, I think he paid for 3 months and he paused, and then I took over from there and I start paying. But I was paying him and paying the amount at the same time. It was very stressful, but I have to keep my head up and make sure that I do what I promise I will do. So, in a nutshell, if you want to rent a place, if you travel outside and you want to rent a place, I want you to know that it's not easy as you see it right from the beginning. You might not be able to rent a place maybe in a couple of months. You need somebody to assist you. You need somebody to help you. You need somebody to support you. Okay, so that's why I said when you are coming in, the most important thing you need to focus on, the most important thing you need to really, really focus on is your host. Make sure you have a good host. Make sure you have somebody who is ready to help you out, who is ready to support you. Because without that, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you from the beginning. All right. This is a short but very important. If you have a brother who already have a visa and planning to migrate down here, share the video. If you are watching me right now, I want you to share the video. If you're on my YouTube or my Facebook channel right now, I want you to share the video. Share until you share it to everybody and share it to a friend who is um, traveling to any other part of the world. Because sometimes we don't know all these things. Who could do honuma? Then you are stranded. You think say easy, and you see we have the mentality that the people down here will do everything for you. They'll do everything for you. It's not easy like that, though. Please, the mentality that they will do everything for you or they're going to take care of everything for you, sometimes it doesn't really, really work. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from experience, it doesn't really, really work. So if you think that, oh, it's going to work for me, he's going to do this for me, he's going to do that for me, he's going to do that for me, at the end of the day, if that doesn't materialize, you become more frustrated and you become more worried. And if you don't take it, that will put you out of, um, I mean, you will not be able to do what you're supposed to do. You are here to find a job and you are here to make money. You are here to take care of your family back home. You are here to do one or two stuff for yourself because it's not that easy like we see it. It's not easy, but it takes hard work, determination, and all that. If you are determined and you put it at the back of your mind that, hey, I'm going to do this, you will do it. All right. So if you want to rent a place, or if you travel down here and you want to rent a place, what I want to tell you is that you can't get a place to rent, except that, for instance, I have my own house and I want to give you a portion of the room to stay. That one, you can get it and you can pay it and you can start, I mean, straight up. But to go to a company and say that you want to rent an apartment from them, I thought I could before. That was my mind. I thought. But unfortunately, that was not the case. All right, so this is just a short video I just want to share with all of you. I strongly believe that this is going to help all those people who are traveling to the state. It is not easy. I want you to know, if you watch the video from the beginning to where we are right now, I just want you to subscribe and share the videos and comment below. And thank all those who have been here on my live stream. God bless all of you this morning, this afternoon, for coming to my live stream and listening to me. It's a privilege. It's not that I know how to do it, it's not that I know how to talk, but it is just a privilege that I had right now. And I'm talking to you and I'm sharing my experiences. So, this is just a short video with respect to when you want to rent a rental stuff, real estate, whatever. It's not easy. It's not easy at a stage. It's not easy to rent around here. You need to make sure you have all necessary documents to make this rental process smooth. Without that, you cannot. Even after 1 year, I need to tell you guys, after 1 year out here, it is not easy for me go out there to rent, because again, they will run your credit score, and when they see that your credit score is low, you pay high amount of deposit. You pay high amount of deposit, and that is what I went through. But sometimes you need to be very strong. Sometimes you really need to be very strong and pay those amounts, because at the end of the day, those amounts will come back to you. That is if you live in apartment without getting anything damaged or something like that. Anytime you leave the apartment, they're just going to return your money back to you. Okay. So, in a nutshell, if you have a friend, if you have a brother, if you have a family member who has already acquired a visa for US, UK, Canada, Germany, Australia, um, Netherlands, wherever, Japan, even Brazil, even, I don't want to talk about Asia, wherever the person have gotten a visa and is going, please put it at the back of your mind that these things are what they will need for you to rent a place for yourself in the first place. It's not as easy as you think. Thank you guys all for being part of this short video. And I believe that this short video is going to help all of you out there, those who are ready and those who are planning to migrate. Thank you guys all, and I'll be back with another video with respect to buying a car, buying like you've settled in and you want to do a couple of stuff. I mean, I have a 1 year experience that I can share with all of you. Thank all of you that were here. ABBS Abbas from KNUS TV Lab. He said kudos and God bless you for saying that. Cohen was, yes, a good job. That for broadcast. Thank you very much. Watching from KNUSC. Thank you very much, bro. God bless all of you. And I just wanted to share the video because sometimes not everybody will be on the live stream. All right. Sometimes not everybody can be on a live stream. But when you share the video aftermath, people will be willing to check, people will be willing to watch. And before I leave, I want to say that if you watch the video from the beginning to where we are right now, I just want to plead with you to subscribe and share the video. Subscribe and share the video. God bless all of you, and we will going to reconvene again in another time, and we'll be talking about something else. I have so many stuff I want to share with all of you, but sometimes I keep listening to myself, and I feel like even though I have the burden to share, if people are not ready to listen or the video is not getting more views, it's kind of puts me off. That is one thing that I keep talking about every day. But I strongly believe that this is going to be something that will continue every time, and I have to schedule myself to be on live stream once a while to just talk. Talk to people, advise people, and keep doing what I have to do. Because sometimes if if you have all this burden and you are not getting the views, it's kind of distract you. It kind of make you unhappy that hey, you sharing all the experiences you have, but people are not out there to watch, and it's a killer. Like I said from the beginning, it's a killer. Thank you guys all, and